The Battle of Gaugamela, also known as the Battle of Arbela, was a decisive battle fought between the forces of Alexander the Great and the Achaemenid Empire of Darius III on October 1, 331 BC. The battle took place in the plain of Gaugamela, in Mesopotamia, and was one of the largest and most important battles in history. Alexander the Great had already defeated the Persians in two previous battles, at the Granicus River and at Issus. However, Darius III was not yet ready to give up, and he gathered a massive army to face Alexander again. The Persian army was much larger than the Macedonian army, with some estimates placing it at over 200,000 men. Alexander knew that he could not defeat the Persians in a straight-up battle, so he devised a plan to outmaneuver them. He arranged his army in a crescent-shaped formation, with the tip of the crescent facing the Persian left flank. The Macedonian right flank was commanded by Parmenion, while the Macedonian left flank was commanded by Alexander himself. The companion cavalry, Alexander's elite cavalry unit, was placed in the center of the formation, behind the phalanx. The Persian army was arranged in a linear formation. The Persian left flank was commanded by Darius III, while the Persian right flank was commanded by Mazars. The battle began with an attack by the Persian left flank against the Macedonian left flank. The Macedonian left flank, commanded by Parmenion, held its ground and counterattacked. Meanwhile, Alexander led the companion cavalry in a pincer attack against the center of the Persian formation. The companion cavalry broke through the center of the Persian formation and reached Darius III. Seeing the imminent defeat, Darius III fled the battlefield. The Persian army, without its commander, was defeated and routed. The Macedonian victory at the Battle of Gaugamela was a decisive event in ancient history. It marked the end of the Achaemenid Empire and the beginning of Macedonian hegemony in Asia. The Battle of Gaugamela was significant for a number of reasons. First, it marked the end of the Achaemenid Empire, which had been the dominant power in the Near East for centuries. Second, it established Alexander the Great as a major power in the region. Third, it opened up the Near East to Greek culture and influence. The Battle of Gaugamela was a turning point in history. It led to the spread of Greek culture and influence throughout the Near East, and it helped to shape the course of world history for centuries to come. Alexander the Great was a brilliant tactician, and his victory at the Battle of Gaugamela was due in large part to his superior tactics. He used a number of innovative strategies, including the use of a crescent-shaped formation. This formation allowed the Macedonian army to outflank the Persian army. The use of the companion cavalry. The companion cavalry was Alexander's elite cavalry unit, and it played a key role in the battle. The use of deception. Alexander used deception to lure Darius III into a trap. Alexander's tactics at the Battle of Gaugamela were a masterclass in military strategy. They helped him to defeat a much larger and more powerful army, and they cemented his reputation as one of the greatest military commanders in history.